Welcome, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. My weekend was excellent. It was quite full, but I was a productive one. I got a lot done, so it felt good. And we are going to be getting into our Oracle reading, which this time we're going to do the Sacred Rebel Oracle, which is one of my favorites. And for this time, the card that came out is Faith in the Process. I don't know. I notice YouTube keeps blurring out the person's face. I'm not quite sure why. There's nothing wrong with showing someone's face, but they must think it's something bad. So we're going to see if it does it this time. I thought that was kind of odd. Like, wonder why it's doing that. Nothing bad in that person's face, but okay. All right. Let's see what we got here today. All right. No matter how powerful we are, how much courage or strength we have, there are times when we can't quite move ourselves along to the next phase of our life or creative exploration. At such time, we need some divine intervention, a little help in pulling our trolley along, so to speak. When we are at the edge of our own limits and have no more personal resources, we might be left with only one spiritual power, and that is faith. Fortunately, that is enough. Yeah, I have to say, if I didn't have strong faith, getting through any of this would have been immensely challenging. So you absolutely have to stay strong in your faith, however that's defined in your life. As unlikely as it may seem, the invisible help from the universe is often more powerful than the physical effort of 1,000 men. That is because the invisible help is not limited by physical law. It can shift, bend, and move in ways that defy limitation. It can affect, evoke, influence situations through invisible but undeniable persuasive means. You are in a situation where you cannot set right the course of events all by yourself. This is not an indication that you have done something wrong, nor does this suggest that you are not strong enough. It is a sign that there is something bigger unfolding in your life, and your willpower will be supplemented by the power of life itself. Sometimes a bigger plan needs to manifest for the benefit of humanity and the earth. You need to shift your perspective to realize that you are part of the greater unfoldment of life. Your individual life serves the greater plan of that. You are not separate from its genius. This is not what's happening now. This is what's happening now. Sorry. You happen to be instrumental to the great plan, and as such, you need to accept your position and be moved, while also being empowered and protected as you make personal progress through your role in this grander screen. This is a time for humility and trust. It is so hard to trust the process, especially when you're going through this, because you really need to surrender. Because I can say in the times where I do surrender, things do go much smoother. But it is very difficult because you can't control the outcome. And that's where that difficulty comes in, especially just me personally. That's been my experience. But I notice a lot of people fall into that bucket. You need complete faith in the process and events that are happening. There is nothing to worry about. You will be moved most fully and easily and with the most grace and assistance through your faithful surrender. There you go, your faithful surrender, right? It all comes down to that. Ironically, it is through complete surrender and total faith that we become the most empowered. It is true. At the times when you surrender, you will notice everything starts to fall into place. It really does, but it's so hard. I understand how difficult it is to let go of that control. When we are no longer trying to impede the perfection of the greater plan, we can be aligned with and move by the process. Having faith in a benevolence of life rather than harboring the suspicion that life is seeking to catch us out, have a joke at the expense or carelessly toss us about as though we mean nothing, then we can relax a little. Having faith in the process gives you the space to be curious about what is taking place and to relax enough to open to what we are the most in need of, even if we aren't exactly sure what that is and how it can happen. The guidance from this oracle comes direct from the greater source of life itself. There is now an opportunity for you to be moved from the situation you are currently in to the next chapter in your life story. You can't do it on your own. It is too big a shift. It needs the grace of life to intervene on your behalf. You will need faith, though. You may feel as though the wheels of your trolley are coming off or that they are a bit rickety, but you must also understand that the voice of life is now coming straight to your heart with this message. Here's the message, everybody. Listen up. I have resources you know not of. It is safe to trust in the ways and in my wisdom, for I love you and I am guiding you into all that is rightfully yours. Know that what is rightfully yours is what your heart truly desires and you need for fear loss. Nothing that is meant to come to you will be denied, and it is safe for you to let go and allow me to move you. Through faith, peace is restored, and you are able to know this and perhaps have some fun in the process. I would like to have some fun in the process, for sure. All right, and then the healing process says, say it loud. I now ask that all disappointing experiences of the past that had led me to believe that life is not trustworthy or that faith is a silly or immature way to deal with life be released from my mind, body, and heart. I ask for help to accept that I can and will attract all that is needed into my life at the perfect time and in the perfect way. I ask to be empowered in absolutely receiving all that can assist me with gratitude and without shame or guilt. In doing so, I dedicate myself to a clear, loving, open channel for the flow of life. I know the benefit is doing so is not limiting me, but will flow so that life can benefit others through me. I trust in this now. Through unconditional love, so be it. That was beautiful. I definitely want to read that again later. You have completed your healing process. If needed, repeat the above prayer each day to help you boost your confidence that everything can and will sort itself out, whether you feel in control or not. In fact, it can do so much more. It can do so more easily when you don't feel in control. Oh my God, isn't that the truth? Like that is such a huge thing for so many people. That desire to control everything, especially the outcome. It's like when you go with the familiar, you know what the outcome's going to be, so you feel like you have this sense of control. But I'm telling you, like the more you surrender, the more at peace you become, the more chill you become, the more accepting you become. I have to say, I enjoy being in surrender much more. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's very, very hard, especially for a person like me. Um, I found it immensely challenging at the beginning, but it definitely gets easier the more you do it. Because the more you do it, you realize that, oh, yeah, this is going smoother. This isn't nearly as much as I was making it out to be in my mind. It's not that bad. If I just let go and let God, I mean, everything's going to fall in place. But it's hard. It's hard. I understand. So I have gotten another new oracle, and it's called the Trust Oracle, which is this guide here. I don't have the box with me, but it's a newer oracle that's out. And the card that we got is Innocence. And this is the card, quite beautiful. Now, the guidebook is quite small. I prefer the bigger ones just because, got to put those readers on, right? So I can read it. But let's get into it. There is a child within you, one who never stopped believing that everything is possible. As the years pass, we are told to grow up, to be practical, to know better. But innocence does not leave. It waits with the eager softness, longing to be seen. Let innocence bathe you, wash away the weight of patterns. Let it remind you what it is to be wild with wonder, to see the world with fresh eyes once more. because the child in you is still here, waiting for you to come and play outside. Oh, that was so cute. Oh, that made me like emotional. Wow, that was really nice. I love that. There is a child within you, one who never stopped believing that everything is possible. We all have that child in us. We all have the child in us who believes that we can do anything, that anything is possible, but it got pushed down, right? And as the years pass, we are told to grow up, to be practical, to know better, to get that job. No, you shouldn't follow the creative path that you had dreamed of when you were younger. You were geared towards what? Go to college, go to corporate route, whatever it was that for some of you had to endure some difficulties of having to go on a path that didn't feel natural to you, didn't feel fulfilling to you. But innocence, it doesn't leave. It waits with an eager softness, longing to be seen. Yeah, you want to be seen, right? Let innocence bathe you. Wash away the weight of patterns. Get rid of those patterns in your life. They're no longer a part of you. They are no longer with you. Let it remind you what it is to be wild with wonder, to see the world with fresh eyes once more, because that child in you is still here, waiting for you to come and play outside. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, I'll read it 10 more times. Okay, so then I pulled angel number. We got 200 for the card that came out. Good luck. You make your own future in life. I love this. So we're going to go ahead and take a read on that one and see what it says. You have been working hard in life. Sometimes it's necessary to expect good things to come out of that, not just more hard work. Your angels want to send you the lucky break, good opportunity, or a moment of respite, but you have to believe it's coming. Visualize what you want badly, even if it is frightening to admit what it is. Sit and ponder what life will look like when you get it. This is just another reminder for me personally that I got to get working on my vision board. The vision board I've been procrastinating on just because it's that worthiness thing. You're like, well, am I even worthy of having these nice things? Am I worthy of all this abundance coming my way? Yes, you are. Absolutely, you are. Write down those dreams you have. Visualize the things that you want to have. You deserve them, and you can have them. And then Spirit said, hey, look, I want you to split the deck. So, I listen, right? When the angels want me to pull a number, when Spirit says, hey, flip the deck, split the deck, I got 711 persistence. Reap the rewards of your effort. Goes along with that card, right? Goes along with good luck. Yep, let's read. You've been working very hard towards your goals, but at some point you have to take all that you have done and benefit from it. Your angels ask you to honor your growth, reflect on something you've been working on for a long time, and think about how far you've come. Really give yourself some credit for lessons learned, tasks accomplished, and fears faced. Give yourself a pat on the back. Go ahead, wrap your arms around you and give yourself a hug. You have put in a tremendous amount of work. Reward yourself. Do something special for yourself. Don't ever neglect yourself. You are the first person you need to reward. Absolutely. And then finally, we got angel wisdom, commitment. My thoughts, actions, words, and deeds support my commitment. The angels ask you to evaluate your commitments to others carefully as you enter this new phase. Get rid of anything that weighs down your spirit. This could mean leaving draining jobs, commitments, or bad habits. Really look at your life. What are the things that you need to release, that you need to reevaluate? Because I'm telling you, it's like a clogged system. If you are not unclogging the things that are this just like density in your life, just packed in hoarding density in your life, you got to let it go. Just release. Not everything belongs in your life right now. Through the shift and activation and changes that you've been going through, it's time to release and let go and allow new blessings to come your way. Because I'm telling you, the more you release, the more the abundance comes towards you. I can say it. It's a very rewarding feeling to release things, because it just feels like a weight gets taken off of you. It's wonderful. All right, everyone. Some of you are heading into your work week tomorrow. This is the timeless message, just an oracle reading for shadow work. So there's no real set day on this, but as it's posted on a Sunday, some of y'all are heading to work for the week. So I hope that you get a good night's sleep, get some rest tonight, enjoy the last hours of your weekend, and have a great week. And we will catch up tomorrow when we do the energy check. Blessings.